The 2015 Ford Ranger lineup consists of a staggering 37 variations to choose from, and the model you see here is the second from top version, the XLT. As you can see, there have been some big changes to the exterior of the Ranger, which now looks a little bit more like an F-Truck out of the US. The XLT model we have here gets cosmetic differentiators compared to the rest of the range, including a bold chrome grille, chrome mirror caps, and unique alloy wheels. At the business end, the dual cab Ranger's tray remains one of the best in the class in terms of length and width. The payload of the XLT is rated at 970 kilos, which is pretty good, and it has towing rated at 3.5 tonnes, which is equal to the best in the class. That's all well and good, but there are some Ranger buyers who won't use the tray that heavily. So it's more important to see what the changes have been inside the cabin. Up-spec models in the Ford Ranger lineup get an 8-inch touchscreen with Ford's Sync 2 media system. It includes a Wi-Fi hotspot, new mapping software, and Bluetooth phone and audio streaming. Along with that new touchscreen, there have been a few design changes inside the cabin to make it feel more car-like, including new controls for the ventilation, which complement those on the screen. In front of the driver, there are a pair of new digital screens, one that you can use to look at your navigation instructions, and another that you can use to keep an eye on those optional safety systems which you can get in the XLT or Ranger Wildtrak. Those optional safety bits include radar cruise control and lane keeping assist, which are firsts in the Ute segment. In the back seat, the Ranger remains one of the best in terms of shoulder, leg and toe room. And unlike new rivals like the Nissan Navara, it gets ISOFIX child seat anchors, which could be a deciding point for some buyers. Enough chat, let's find out if the new Ranger is as good as the old one on the road. Ford says one of the biggest focuses for the updated Ranger was to improve the cabin ambience, and it's done so. The XLT model we're driving is surprisingly quiet inside. There's not a lot of road noise intrusion, nor is there a lot of wind noise either. In terms of comfort, the Ranger is quite firm. It's not as comfortable as, say, a Volkswagen Amarok or that coil-sprung Nissan Navara, particularly with nothing in the tray. We'd like to see what it's like with a few hundred kilos back there though. Ford has added a new electronic power-assisted steering system which helps cut fuel use and also makes it a little bit easier to maneuver around town. The steering is light, particularly in the urban environment, and on the open road it has a nice feel on centre. Ford has persisted with a 3.2 litre 5-cylinder turbo diesel engine, which remains a strong and willing thing. We're testing the 6-speed automatic. You can get a manual if you so choose across most models in the range, but the auto does a commendable job. The 2015 Series 2 Ford Ranger is an improvement on the model it replaces. We can't wait to get it in the garage and put it up against some of its competitors. Stay tuned.